Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and today we're gonna be potting some succulents in this beautiful rattan wine holder. And those right there were my little plants that I had to repot because I took them out. They weren't doing that well in this planter. It's not a planter, it's a wine holder. But I'm using it as a planter. The way I did that was by, as you can see, I put some trash bags in the little spaces and filled them up with soil, added my succulents, and it's worked really well. I've had a lot of success. As you can see, my kalanchoe plant was not that big. It was actually fairly small, and it grew quite big, and it even gave me a baby. Look at that. All that white thing is actually their little sunscreen. Don't disturb that. Don't touch it, because then it looks like you'll see fingerprints on it, and that doesn't look good. First thing we'll do is grab a trash bag, fill it in with soil, and then cut the excess, but don't cut it that much. You can come back and trim it later. Just do your arrangement first and then deal with the excess later on. So the first thing we'll do here is plant our kalanchoe, and our kalanchoe plant will be trimmed because it's a little leggy, and I don't want it to be that leggy. It's going to be a centerpiece in my outdoor on my porch table. So if there's people sitting across from each other, I want them to be able to see each other, especially me because I'm so short. You see all that white thing? That was the little they call it their little sunblock. So like I said, don't disturb the ones in the one in the leaves. It protects the plant from the sun. And now what I'll do is just make sure to stand it up. I'm not going to water this. I'm going to give it a couple of weeks before I give it a little drink. For the first time, we want it to callus over. You don't have to let it dry. I've had success. Even down here in South Texas, I've had success by just repotting them right after I cut them. This right here is a blue agave. That one is a beautiful little agave. It grows up straight. It grows pretty tall, so I know that I'm going to have to remove it in a couple of months, maybe a year. So right there I'm just topping it off with soil, and it had a few white things, little spikes up there, so I'm letting them be, and I'm gonna let it just ride like that because that's the way it was. I cleaned up this mini agave, and I'll look for the name and write it on the screen or type it on the screen, and just make sure you fill it up with soil all the way to the top. Make sure you use enough soil. I didn't last time, and it kind of like wilted down after a while. That right there is two little spiky, they look like little agaves, and I thought they were dead, so I had to actually pull one off, and it was alive. I thought it was like fooling me. Oh, I had a panda, I think it's called a panda succulent. I forgot, and I thought it was alive, and it was dead the whole time. So I'm gonna just put tiny succulents up in the front of this little square, just in front of that little spiky plant, and those will also grow to a little tall. So there I went to my yard. I picked up one of these purple little succulents, which I absolutely love, and I'll also list the name on there, and just to give it a little bit of purple color. It's a beautiful little plant. It grows really well down here, and that one actually can take full sun, you guys, even down here in South Texas. So that's a really resilient, is that a word? A plant down here in South Texas. So now we do what are we doing? Yeah, so we're trimming the bag almost all the way down, but not quite. So what you do is just fold the ends in and start putting the dressing on. I chose pebbles, the small pebbles in this case, because it's outdoors. It makes it looks a little more natural since it's outdoor. I didn't want to put those little like cut glass ones that look real fancy. I use those inside. So there I am showing you how I did it, and then just fill it up with that, and that is it, you guys. Just make sure you water the ones that haven't been watered. I will not be watering the kalanchoe, but the rest will be getting a drink after I'm done with the arrangement. And it does really well outside. I give it a couple of hours in the morning, and it gets very, very late afternoon sun. So this pot right here has been doing really well on my porch, so I'm going to keep it in the same place, it's just going to look a lot nicer. And there it is. How cute is that? And in the summer, the kalanchoe will turn a little red with the stress of the sun. So you guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Those are the ones that I repotted, and I went ahead and gave that stem right there on the left, that one, a chance. Maybe it'll give me another baby. Thank you for watching.